I faked being asleep to see if my husband would come home. For 3 weeks straight, Daniel had been coming home after midnight. Always the same excuse. Working late on the Henderson project. Meetings ran over. Traffic was brutal. I believed him at first. Why wouldn't I? We'd been married for 7 years. 2 kids, a mortgage, the whole dream. But something felt off. He'd shower immediately when he got home. Started sleeping with his phone under his pillow. Changed his password twice in 1 month. So last Tuesday, I decided to test him. I told him I was exhausted and going to bed early. 30 p.m. I kissed him goodbye as he left for another late night at the office. Then I turned off all the lights, got into bed, and waited. 9 p.m. Nothing. 10 p.m. Nothing. 11 p.m. Still nothing. By midnight, my heart was pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. I kept checking the doorbell camera on my phone. The driveway stayed empty. At 1:15 a.m., headlights finally pulled in. I shoved my phone under my pillow and closed my eyes, forced my breathing to slow down, made my body go limp like I was deep in sleep. The front door opened quietly, too quietly, like someone who didn't want to be heard. Footsteps on the stairs, slow, careful. He was avoiding the creaky third step. The bedroom door opened. I kept my eyes shut, kept breathing steady. Daniel stood in the doorway for a long time. I could feel him watching me. Then I heard him pull out his phone. The soft glow lit up behind my eyelids. He was texting someone. At 1:20 inches the morning. While standing over his sleeping wife, I heard him type. Heard the whoosh of a message sending, then another, then a third. He walked to the bathroom, turned on the shower. Same routine. When the water started running, I grabbed his phone from where he'd left it on the dresser. His password had changed again, but I'd watched him type it last week without him knowing. The messages were right there. 3 of them. All sent to someone named Jake from work. She's asleep. Coast is clear. Tomorrow, same time. Can't wait to see you again. My hands started shaking. Jake from work. I'd never heard Daniel mention anyone named Jake. I scrolled up. The conversation went back months. Hundreds of messages. Photos I couldn't unsee. Plans for hotel rooms. Inside jokes I didn't understand. Then I saw something that made my blood run cold. A photo of my house, taken from the street, with the caption, "This is where she lives, the wife." Jake had been here, outside our home, while I was inside with our children. The shower turned off. I dropped the phone back on the dresser and dove into bed. Closed my eyes, controlled my breathing. Daniel came out and got into bed beside me. He smelled like hotel soap. Not our soap. Something floral and cheap. I didn't sleep that night. Not for 1 second. The next morning, I waited until he left for work. Then I called a lawyer. Then I called a private investigator. Then I called my sister. The PI found everything within 48 hours. Jake wasn't a coworker. Jake was a woman Daniel met at a conference 6 months ago. She lived 2 towns over. Had a husband of her own. 3 kids. They'd been meeting at the same hotel every Tuesday and Thursday for 6 months. While I put our kids to bed alone. While I made excuses for why daddy worked so late. The PI also found the photos Jake had taken of our house, our cars, our children's school. She'd been documenting my life like she was planning something. I confronted Daniel that Friday. Showed him everything. The texts, the photos, the hotel receipts. He cried, begged, said it meant nothing. Said he'd end it immediately. Said he loved me and only me. I asked him one question. If you love me, why did she have photos of our children's school? He went pale. Said he didn't know she'd done that. Said she was just curious about his life. Said it was harmless. I filed for divorce the next Monday. Full custody. The house. Everything. His lawyer tried to fight it until I showed the judge the photos of our home, our cars, and our children's elementary school taken by his affair partner. The judge looked at Daniel like he was garbage. I got everything. The house, the kids, child support that'll last until they're 18. Daniel moved into a studio apartment across town. Jake's husband found out and divorced her too. Last I heard, they tried dating for real after both divorces finalized. It lasted 3 weeks. Turns out the affair was only exciting when it was secret, when it was just 2 liars sneaking around. The moment it became real, they realized they had nothing. My sister asked if I regretted faking sleep that night, if I wished I'd never looked at his phone. I told her the truth. That night didn't destroy my marriage. It just showed me it was already gone.